Good morning. Happy Friday. I decided to come outside because it's so beautiful. But then it's like as soon as you get settled, set up, ready, the mowing crew shows up. And there's been all kinds of weed whacking and lawn mowing, and I think they've moved a little bit around the corner, so I'm hoping it's not going to be too loud. But be prepared that there could be some loud mowing noises at any point in our check-in this morning. So it's the way it goes, but fuck it, right? It's fuck it Friday. So we're just going to shake that off and keep rolling no matter what. It's all good. As you log on and join us for Coffee Club this morning, please say hi in the comments. I know some of you are shy and you lurk in the background and you don't say hello. So I'm challenging you today to, even if you're catching this on the replay, is say hi in the comments. Cheryl, good morning. How are you? Welcome to Friday. Welcome to Friday. I feel like it's been a week. It's been a week. And we'll talk about that as we get everybody kind of settled and in. We're just going to give people another 45 seconds to get situated. We'll just enjoy some nice coffee in the meantime. Rhonda's here. Good morning, Rhonda. So happy for the sunshine. Me too. So here it comes. Like I said, no one was outside with me until I set up my computer, and then the mowing crew came so we can hear them. But it's fine. They're doing an amazing job. And I get to smell fresh cut grass while we hang out outside today. So that is one of those, I feel like it's one of those smells that is that happy stimulus smell, fresh cut grass. I also really like rain, lilacs, but I think that one is, oh, sorry. A bird just flew right at my foot. Good morning, Auntie Gail. Happy birthday. A little belated. Yeah, thank goodness it's Friday. Are you feeling it this week? Okay, well, welcome to Virtual Coffee Club. This is our live podcast where you get to be a part of the show. You get to help steer the conversation. And on Fridays, we say, fuck it. It's Fuck It Friday. And so we're going to say goodbye to this week. We are going to start a weekend fresh. And I don't know about you, but this was a week. It felt like it took forever to get to this Friday. It was a highly emotional week. There's the mowing right across from here. She's doing such a good job. Everybody say hi to Marissa. And yeah, it was a week. It was a real fucking week. And for my community that I live in, it was a week that brought up a lot of things that we thought maybe we had kind of put to bed, if that makes sense. And I think anytime anybody goes through anything, I don't know if you can hear me at all with this lawn mowing now, but I'm going to keep powering through because there's not a lot of grass in our complex, so I don't think they'll be here long. But I think anytime anybody goes through something that is trauma-based, tragic, overwhelming, whatever words you want to use to describe it, we carry those things for a very long time. And most likely always, there's always going to be something that's going to pop up as a trigger. There's always going to be something that pops up that reminds you of something. We're always going to have emotions that can completely bubble to the surface, if that makes sense. No matter where you live, no matter what you experienced, that's just the way that it works. And so this week was one of those weeks where I think we forgot to give ourselves grace that even though, and I'd said this earlier in the week, even though the calendar said 9 years since the 2013 flood, that rain, the forecast, the flood warnings, the pieces, they take you back in time in a split second. And it doesn't matter how much time went through. But I just want to say, I think that people did amazing. No matter how you felt, no matter how you reacted, no matter what you did this week, you're still here. You're keeping on, and you did amazing. So we got through it. We got through the first scary one. That's pretty awesome. And now With a little bit of sun shining today, we can say fuck it to this week. Fuck it to those fears that we had this week. Fuck it to the triggers that had us. And also keeping in mind that for all of us, we have been through a huge, huge, emotionally charged, I think would be the word I would use, last couple of years. Okay. Going through a worldwide pandemic as a group of humans was a big fucking deal. And again, we forget to give ourselves a little bit of grace and how much of that emotion, okay, whether you want to label it emotion or what you want, but all of the things that we went through, we had fight or flight moments, we've had highly emotional moments, we've had times where we lost friendships, we lost connections with family, we've lost lots of different things. We lost so many things in that time frame. Friends, that shit stays in your body. If you were to go in and get a check on things with your heart rate, your blood, your everything else that's happening in your body right now, it would show up. Because you know what? That's just how it works. And give yourself some grace that's going to take some time to work through, right? So fuck feeling bad about it. Fuck having any shame. All of that stuff. We're leaving it behind this week. Who's with me on that? Post it in the comments. I want to hear from you. Just going to say some quick good mornings to more that are joining us. Angie's here. Good morning. Helen, Mike, Russ, it's so good to see you. I'm going to put you on the spot for a minute. And just that you've been posting lots of pictures with you and your beautiful wife, Luann, and you are looking amazing, my friend. Like, you look so good. And I'm just want to tell you that. Megan, good morning. Darlene, good morning. Tony, good morning. Yeah, Tony's in a space where, right, the market is hot. So if you're somebody who's renting a space, lots of landlords are deciding to sell and leaving you in a scary, sketchy place. So Tony, I feel for you, friend. I really do. And he's looking for a 3-bedroom place by the end of July in the High River area. If anybody knows something, throw it in the comments. Deanna's here. Good morning. How are you? Good. Good to see you. Daryl's here. I get to see you tonight. Joe Robertson. I'm excited about that. So I feel like we got to have this guy on the show. If you're with me on this, throw it in the comments. So Daryl is one of our amazing truck drivers in our country. And not only that, Daryl is also a professional rodeo clown. Yeah. And he's sometimes funny. And so he's going to be working a bull riding tonight that we are going to work with Limelight. So I saw Mike was here earlier. So we are heading to the beautiful destination of Darwell, Alberta. Never been. I get to go to a brand new community tonight. You know how exciting that is for me. Brand new community, get to see some new people, meet some new friends. So if you're in the northwest of Edmonton area, I believe that's where Darwell is, come out to the bull riding tonight. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. What else we got going? Okay, so Todd's here. Cadence is here. Good morning, my friend. Here's somebody else who is looking pretty smoking awesome these days. I feel like Cadence and Russ are my model friends who are the most beautiful people inside and out. But Cadence, you have been rocking it. Kelly's here. Good morning, Kelly. TGIF. Yeah, right. I think we've all of the things we talked about from now into here, it's been one of those weeks. Tara, good morning. It's been a week. We know that June is always a crazy month with things going on and schedules and kids and end of school. And for some reason, June just becomes this highly pressured month. And we are halfway through it already. I'm not sure how that's happened, but it's been, I don't know. Has anybody else felt like it's been it's just a little bit heavy this month? I feel like we've had stress. We're tired. We're just trying to figure out what life looks like moving forward now. And all of those things, even though if you feel like you haven't really done that much, or you haven't accomplished that much, or you feel like you are in that space where, like, what do I have to show for how fucking exhausted I feel? And you feel like there's nothing. I want to remind you, there's lots. There's lots. If you really sat down for a moment and say you had to make a list of everything that you've either done, had to do, had to plan, had to execute, had to think about, had emotion around, had to accomplish, both personally and in your workplace, from the beginning of this year to date, I bet you that list is huge. I bet you it is pages long. So I want you to take a moment right now, whether you close your eyes or you keep them open, but I want you to take a moment for a minute and just think. I want you to scroll back in time just for a moment. We're not going to spend, I don't like to spend a lot of time in the rear view mirror, but I think it's important when we just need to take it for a second and just scroll back for a minute in your mind of some of the things that you've done this year. Since January 1st kicked off our 2022 year to date, what are some of the things that you've gone through, done, both personally and in work? Okay, take a second. Right? Open your eyes. That's a lot. That's a lot. So, friend, I want to tell you right now, I'm fucking proud of you because it has been a lot. So let's take off our backpacks for a moment, put it over here, and I want you just to, like, literally, okay, this is going to look weird. I'm going to do it. I'm the only one that anybody gets to see doing these weird things. So I'm sacrificing myself for you. I want you to take a moment and I just want you to shake it. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. Like a Polaroid picture, even though you're not supposed to shake Polaroids anymore. Anyway, shake, shake, shake. And shake it off. Okay? And then I want you, if you're able, to be really loud where you are. If you're not, I just want you to say it out loud. But I want you to be like, fuck it, Friday. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Fuck it, Friday. If you just want to scream the F word on the top of your lungs, I want you to do that. Because it has been a year and it has been a week. And you looked back for a moment there and you've seen how far you've come. And that's pretty freaking amazing. Yeah, pretty freaking amazing. So thank you for doing that. And I know you, and that even if I don't know you well, I know this about you. I can tell it already just for you being here. And Cheryl, I didn't get a chance to say good morning to you. So Cheryl, good morning. I'm so glad you're here. But I know you, and I know in this heaviness, in this stress, in this crazy, you've stayed relatively positive for your family. You've checked in on your friends. You've carried the load of a lot of things. And you've probably kept a lot of that to yourself. Am I right? Let me know in the comments. And so I know you need a minute to unload that, to unpack that, to shake that off, and to leave it behind. And you are absolutely allowed. Okay. Do you need a permission? Sometimes we just need that someone else to be like, yeah, do that. That's okay. You need that little permission piece. I am here to give you your permission. And I am here to be your permission giver any fucking time you need it. Okay. You can always send me a DM and I'll be like, yep, you got this. You got this. But often those who are the engaged people in community, and that's what you are here by being here, are the people who are really good at carrying things and helping others and lifting each other up. And we forget for a moment that our cups are just as important as theirs. And so I'm reminding you on this Fuck It Friday that going into this weekend, you are going to fill your cup. However that looks, whatever your fill looks like. And for each person, that's different. That could be you taking some time in nature. That could be you getting together with a friend and having a laugh. It could be listen to the guy weed whack across the street. It could be having a bath. It could be, I don't know, whatever it is your thing that fills you up. Go for a walk with a friend. You're going to do that this weekend and you're going to fill your cup. Because we still got 2 weeks of this crazy up month to go. And we want to make sure that you don't burn out by the end of it. Self-care, I think, has become this really cliched thing that it gets thrown around a lot when people say it. It's highly marketable now, and people are talking about it a lot. But I don't know if people are really absorbing it and people are necessarily stepping into doing it and being really mindful of that self-care piece. So it's easy to be like, yeah, I'm just going to go for a walk, or yeah, I could have a bath, or whatever it is. But in the moment when you're doing that cup filling, is just being so mindful, and the gratitude of that, of pulling that into what you want it to be. I feel like that weed whacker is so loud, so I hope that you can still hear me. Friday must be mowing day. I'll have to keep that in mind. I'll need headphones and a microphone next time. Anyway, hopefully. I don't know. Does that resonate with you at all? Does that help at all? Does anybody feel like they have something that they would like to share in the comments about this week, or how they want to fill it up? Something that you want to do this weekend? Maybe you want to share something cool that's happening in your community this weekend, or where you're going, or what you're doing. My son also has his final basketball games of the year this weekend. So that's kind of exciting because I think he's really loved playing it. But this morning when we drove to school, he's like, Mom, I'm just done. And that really made me feel like the theme of our conversation this morning is like, sometimes we're just, especially in this month, you feel like you're just done, just over it. Just, you want to tell it to just fuck right off for a second. And that's okay. You're allowed to be in that space. I think that the challenge is acknowledging and honoring that space without being stuck in it, that we stay there. And so pushing through that piece of that, if that makes any sense. Sit and have a delicious cup of coffee slowly. That's another way to fill a cup. Feels so good. Yeah. So that's my Fuck It Friday thoughts today. I leave I leave it up to you for a moment. I would love you to share how you want to shake it off, how you want to dive into this weekend. We've got it's Father's Day weekend. We can't forget that. Which again, just like we talked about going into Mother's Day weekend, it feels like the mowing is so loud. And then I feel like I'm yelling. Anyway, we're going into Father's Day weekend. And so, like I've shared when we went into Mother's Day weekend, that this can be a weekend that can also feel a little bit emotional on different levels for a lot of people. So, some people may have lost their dad. Some people may have a estranged relationship with their dad. Some people, um, might just be in a space where they're not connecting in that relationship. Maybe that you don't have one anymore. Maybe you never did know. So when we celebrate those traditional roles of family, um, it's marketed well. It's right, and it leaves those who aren't in that same space feeling a little bit sometimes overwhelmed and emotional, especially if you've lost your father or your father figure in your life, whoever that may be. So, just wanting to remind you that it's okay if you're not feeling the Hallmark moment, heart beaming things going into this weekend. Not everybody is, and just there's space for that for you. And we see you and we honor that with you. Okay. For those where you are doing a celebration, maybe I know there's a few people in my life who are brand new dads, right? So maybe it's your first Father's Day weekend, or whatever that looks like. It can be a really excitingly beautiful weekend. And we want to tell you, like, congratulations. And we see you and we honor you in that going into this weekend. So just save space that, it's a weekend that can feel a few emotions. And after a week where we've just had some very big peaks and valleys in our emotions, that could be kind of heightened going into this weekend. So Iced coffee and sunshine this morning. Cadence, send it over here. Tony says their soccer league's been invited to a big soccer tournament this weekend in Okotoks. Over 20 teams are coming out, going for gold. Tony, that's amazing. I love that. Cadence says, I really needed to hear this today. I'm glad. You know what? No matter what you believe in this world, no matter where that space is for people in, if you are somebody who believes in a higher power or not, and however you identify that role of higher power in your life, divine will always bring you to receive a message when you need to receive it. And I love that about our creator. I think it's amazing. So I'm really glad that you were able to come and check in and connect today. And yeah, I guess that's that. If you want to share, Angie says, have baseball with team tomorrow in Lethbridge, Special Olympics team. All right. Go, Ange. Have an amazing weekend with that. Yeah. Please share what you're up to in your community this weekend and have some fun. As we chatted on Wednesday with Christy, it is Aboriginal Awareness Week next week in Calgary, and there's a ton of events going on, which look really exciting. And we would still love you to share if you know of some Indigenous-based events that are happening in your community in this next week, especially with Tuesday being National Indigenous Peoples Day. We really just want to honor some of the cool events that are happening in the community. No matter where you live, share that in the comments, because we've got people that hang in our coffee club from all over the world. And so they might be in your neck of the woods also and would come and check out that cool event. And that's what we're here for. We're here to promote community. We're here to share with each other. And above all else, we're here to stay connected as humans who love and believe all humans matter in this world. That is extremely important. Tomorrow, Saturday, is also Autism Pride Day. So we've been celebrating a lot of Pride Month festivities and activities throughout our communities and just sharing in awareness for our LGBTQ2S plus community. And so loving that. And tomorrow is a specialized day for Autism Pride and an opportunity to really celebrate that everybody is a beautiful individual and we all matter in this world. So yeah, have an amazing weekend, my friends. Darwell, I'm looking forward to meeting you tonight. It's going to be cool. And we will see you back here Monday morning at 9 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. I have some big news to share. I'm kind of excited about it. There's been a little something in the works with me for the last, it's probably been a few months in the making, but over the last few weeks, it's sort of coming to fruition. And I think Monday, I am going to be ready to share those details with you. So Monday morning, we should be having some fun and sharing in some cool things together. So it's going to be cool. Tara, enjoy the bull riding. Yep. Pep talks anytime, friends. I'm always here for you. And then just one last note. Helen says, I love this month. The rain, the gardens popping up, kids getting awards at school, fresh cut grass, warm sunshine, blessings. Love to everybody. Well, thank you, Helen. I appreciate that. So yeah, we'll see you Monday morning. We're going to share some big news, big for me. And I can't wait to share it with you. So have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you Monday morning.